Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction for Madoka Magica. And you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my description and you will find a link. Watch it there. And well, as always, please come back and hear out what I thought about this episode. So, see you soon. For those of you that came back, welcome back. And sorry that I didn't watch it until the end. And yes, I was really struggling a little bit because I've seen many of you requesting to see the last hour in a go, and I can understand that. But there are multiple reasons against it, and the major thing is, after this scene here, with the music, with the flow, the feeling, it felt perfect to stop there. It was like it is an end, you know, it is a decision made by Homura, and it is an end, and that could be the end of the movie if they would want to. I'm pretty sure something will happen next time, but it just felt right, so that's why I did it. Sorry. So, let's go and talk, right? Shall we? I haven't seen all of it coming. I had a suspicion about Homura being the witch, and then I was led astray last episode by Sayaka being there. And I thought, okay, so Sayaka is the witch, which was strange, you know? How could that work? It really was like, how did a witch survive or the law of the cycle? How can that be possible? And I had Homura in suspicion that she may be somehow creating this. By being the only one that remembers everything in the end. So that made sense. Not really, they didn't really fool me, but they lured me into different ways, and without the knowledge about how it works, it just doesn't make perfect sense. The fact that Madoka was there all the time was really confusing me. But I talked about that, and we know now why. So let's go. There's one major point that Homura points out when it comes to being trapped in this witch's maze, which I didn't discuss the last time because I really didn't think about it. There are benefits of like living in the perfect world, the one where everything is good, and there's always this question, if someone is in such a world where he feels perfectly fine, you know, should you really force him out of this world? In this case, I meant like the other girls, like Mami and Kyoko and everyone. You know, they felt fine in this world. They felt like it's good, we belong here, I don't want to go. So they shouldn't be forced out. Homura is the other thing. Homura was like, this is wrong. And this is why she shouldn't be forced to stay in there if she doesn't want. But I didn't think about one thing. They can't battle Wraith when they are inside of this maze. That is true. So yes, for them it's perfect, but possibly by being not in the universe, it's getting worse for everyone else. So we have the golden cage, kind of, you know, the thing that some people are having a joyful life and others have to suffer for. Didn't think about that one. We had the scene where Homura was talking with Madoka, and it was the question, is Madoka real or is it an illusion, a created illusion? But as I stated, if whoever created this labyrinth, as it we know now as Homura, created Madoka out of the memories, or in a way that she is as perfectly as possible the Madoka that she was, then you should be able to talk to her, and even as an illusion, even as a not real being, she would react and give you the same advices, which means she would be really a good friend. She would tell you, go for what you believe in, do the right thing, and she would be willing to sacrifice herself, possibly again, you know? So, it was good that they talked. It was sad to hear that Homura doubted her memories already when she was outside. After the law of the cycle came to be, because she was the only one remembering Madoka. And yeah, that's the thing, if you're the only one who remembers something and everyone else tells you different, that's a problem, because you really start doubting if what you believe in is true. It is something you don't have to go as far-fetched as the scenery here. Just think about stuff. If you look in everyday life, we are influenced by society, by the people that are around us, and by the people that we interact with, as example. So I can see where I live, there are different social statuses, there are different parts of society, and they behave completely different to each other. Completely is far-fetched, you know. For someone who's not from here, it would be like they're all like one mass. But if you're inside, you realize that people react to the same situation different and believe different things because they are influenced by their surrounding. So there are really people who believe stuff because they hear it every day, you know. It's indoctrination in the end. Indoctrination to believe in specific stuff is a major thing in our life nowadays. It's media, it's the news, you know. They tell you what you have to believe, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you hear it every time you go out on the street, and everyone tells you from the beginning of the get-go, from your birth on, blue is the best color in the world. And you hear it every day, and you read it every day. And everyone tells, if they ask what the best color in the world, everyone says it's blue, sure, it's blue. It is a doctrine. You'll get impressed into doing it. And when you are asked, you will say, yes, blue is the favorite color. And out of multiple reasons, because you're pressed into. But at this moment, you will truly believe it already. Because everyone tells it, so it cannot be wrong. And that's the thing here. Everyone knows there is no such person as Madoka. So that's the problem that Homura had in the end. She doubted her memories, sad as it is. I like the scenery, the fact that when she was talking to Madoka, that you can interpret so much into this one scene when they were sitting in the flowers, and the flowers changed color and everything, you know. And they were talking. Madoka braided the hair of Homura. So she once again made those, not pigtails, not sure what the correct word is, just braids, you know. When Madoka had braided hair, she was always more the shy one, the insecure one, the one from the beginning. When she has open hair, she's a strong one who makes a decision, who goes for what she believes to be right. If it is right or not, it doesn't matter. What she believes is the right thing to do. The one who punches through, the one who went all through time for what she wanted to do. So in a little bit, it was like there was a moment when not Madoka maybe herself, but like as a symbol, tried to hold Homura back, to bring her back down, to stay in the maze, to stay in this normal life there. And Homura moved away from that. She opened up her hair again. That's the one thing that was very nice to see. Second thing is, it is a moment, we know Madoka is real in this moment, so we have a real connection moment there again. So that's nice as well. And Madoka said something, she would never create something, make something where she's unable to not reach her friends, her family again. And that is a major thing, because we have two things here. On the one hand, it makes Homura, I think, even more sad about the sacrifice that Madoka had, because she is more or neither unable to reach them. But on the other thing, which is important here, Madoka is there. Madoka went for Homura to rescue her from becoming a witch. So there is the moment when she's reaching them. So it is like a promise. She may not remember everything, but in my opinion, it is like a promise from Madoka that she says, I will reach you. I always can. Whatever I do or have done and don't remember, there will be an option I set in to reach every one of you. So, and she, from her point of view, if she's like a god, she's watching from above or below or beyond, whatever you want to say it. And she sees them. She is with them all the time, or at least from time to time. So, it's both sides. The question is how you take it. You can take it as Madoka sacrificed even that belief. That would make Homura sad. Or you could take it as Madoka gave a hint that even if she sacrificed herself, there is this option still in, this chance still in, that would give hope. I'm not sure which side Homura heard out of it. What she chose, and that's a big thing, is she chose to finish off this labyrinth, this maze, to make sure what's going on. There was a moment when she made the pretty clever move of putting her soul gem away and went out with the bus again. This a very cool scene to move away from the gem. As we know, 100 meters and it's over. There was a short moment where she was like flobby, not having the ability to move properly, so it's like the maze is trying to tell her, yeah, you're too far away, but it went off very fast. So she was aware that she isn't, this effect isn't kicking in. I see why she said, okay, that means I'm a witch. What I see on the other hand is, if this is an illusion, then your soul gem and your body are not really inside, it is just your mind, you know? So they are possibly even at the same place. So it's a little bit weak, this one, because you can see, as Kyubey shows us, on the outside, the body and the soul gem are in one place. So they are not really separated. So, not sure about this idea. However, she got the idea out of it that she already is a witch. Or at least partial, as we know. And interesting for me, it meant like everyone is a witch in there, or at least partial. So the other girls are as well. I am not so sure about them. I think they are not. If I understood that correctly, they are just like copies. I mean, their souls are invited into the world, but inside they look like these witch models. Very cute and cool, by the way. So I'm not completely sure what has happened with them in the real world. Have they just disappeared? Have they fallen over because their soul is gone? It's strange. However, it is the soul gem of Homura that is this world. She created this illusion and she put all the girls in it after inviting them. I'm not sure if she may have invited Kyosuke as well. Because we have seen him together with this girl. So maybe he's in there as well. I don't think so, but it might be possible. And she invited Madoka, and that is a major thing. So there were one or two glimpses again of Kyubey before it all changed. As it was in the last part I've watched, there was the first time that Kyubey really, for a moment, you had the eyes. So there's like, it was getting more and more. He was getting more and more prominent without doing much. Still the bystander and watching. And once again, it is a little caterpillar of doom. I so love and hate him. I love to hate him. So it is once again Kyubey, the Kyubeys, whatever you want to call them, who made an isolation field around the soul gem of Homura. So that's interesting. It means in the real world they realized the law of the cycle. They realized that Homura is the only one who somehow seems to have memories of other things, especially as it seems to understand the law of the cycle more than others. So I would say, by guessing, they said, okay, we want to do the stasis field effect and we will put it on her. They could have done it with every girl, you know? They could have done it with Mami, with every other magical girl in history. And I'm not sure if they haven't done it. Maybe they did. But they chose Homura specifically because of her connection to Madoka, which they were not really aware of. You know, it was like something is strange with this girl. So, but that has to mean that either they tricked her into it, and I don't think so. Or the other thing is that they kind of forced her into it. So they waited for the moment when she was dying, when it was over, when she lost the battle. maybe they staged a battle where she couldn't win. That is free for interpretation, in my opinion. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of staged a battle and got more Wraith in and got her possible partners away so that she was not able to defend her enough. And in the moment when it was over, then they put the stasis field over on the soul gem. So that is a move they did on purpose again. Inside the stasis, thus there is a stasis field. She's not turning completely into a witch because they are cleaning it all the time. Interesting concept. And they wanted her to, yeah, well, in the end, invite the law of the cycle because they want to analyze it and that's the major thing, control it. So he showed up. She was able to watch through her own illusion, which is a tough thing to do. Yubei showed up and confessed. She went simply by logic. You don't want to only understand. That's not. I mean, it is logic. You want to understand everything, but she was like, you want to do more. And that is the thing where he made the mistake again. Because he still doesn't understand emotions. He still doesn't understand the connection between Homura and Madoka. How could he? So they want to, in the end, control the wheel. They want to control Madoka in the end. And the reason is, if they can, they will be able to make sure that girls, the little magical girls, are turned into witches. And they can absorb the magical energies again. As they did in the past, as we know. They just don't know that was before. And they changed it. So, this could be kind of like a never-ending story. Like it goes in circles. Homura and Madoka saving the magical girls by the law of the wheel. Yubei's forgetting everything. Taking over Homura in the end by some plan again. Putting an end to the wheel and setting it up in the old-fashioned way again. And once again, magical girls turning back into this. So it could go on and on, off and on all the time. And it might very well be this is not the first time this has happened. Might be the thousands or millionth time, who knows. However, by stating that, he pissed off Homura endlessly, and you could see it. That's the one trigger. That's the one thing. She became a magical girl to save Madoka. She did everything in her past to make sure that Madoka is well, you know? And Madoka sacrificed herself for the greater good, for something she believed in, for something that is truly great. Showed her inner good being by doing so. And if Kyubei would take her over, that would destroy this. And it would destroy everything that Madoka was, is, and will be. Everything she stood for, everything she sacrificed herself for. And that is what Homura cannot stand at all. So she is turning herself into a witch. I really like that. It is the fact that we once again have a sacrifice, a self-sacrifice. With open eyes, knowing what it means, she will be trapped into the soul gem as a witch forever. There's no way she's going out. She will endlessly suffer being a witch because she's aware of what has happened. She will have these curses all the time. Good thing is, thus she's trapped inside. She can possibly not influence the real world with her witch's curses. But still, she would be in there suffering endlessly. Just for the benefit of her friend. So that's once again, as we had in the series, the real hero. Here we are, Homura. So that's where we are. And she does it so that she can kill off every version of Kyubei in the soul gem inside. And I guess if she killed them all, then they will have no way of finding Madoka. That's possibly the plan. She does it strong enough, angry enough, fast enough so that they cannot clean her. And as we see here, she is already now the witch with a very cool design. Saying goodbye to Madoka because she. That's really sad, you know. That's why it got me a little bit. It was a perfect ending. It was this. it was the Rebellion movie so far was a journey to this moment, and that's why I chose this moment to end it, because it was the journey of Homura, understanding something is wrong, something is going on, finally seeing the truth now, and then making a decision to end it. So you could put an end here on the movie. You could say, on the outside, Cubase, like, you know, they're like, oh, we lost the soul gem, we lost every option we have. Well, let's just, you know, keep it that way and that's it and live on. That would be an end. It would be a sad end, no question. A sad end for Homura, a good end for the world, because the world would still go on with the law of the cycle, as Homura and Madoka wanted. But possibly we hope that something's happening, because I'm still hoping for Madoka somehow. I have no clue how. The witch that she turned into there are many parts. I'm pretty sure you found a lot of stuff there, which is like that refers to this and this refers to that. So we had clocks and everything. That's no question, you know, clocks are for time. So it's her. I'm not sure about the owls of wisdom sitting on the clocks. Not 100% sure. I've seen that she has like clothes before her mouth and stitched together. So in my interpretation, this is like that she's not allowed to talk about Madoka, to talk about what is really going on. So that she's shunning herself might be an option. She has like a wooden strap on her hand with red ribbons going away from and leading her into a direction. I'm not sure what that is. And there are a lot of other things here, like, you know, the burning parts falling from the sky, the burning zeppelins. I mean, okay, that seems to be somehow her, the zeppelins. But yeah, there's a lot nice pictures. So all in all, her imagination. Very cool. Once again, the graphics were great. The whole witch's world, the design of the illusion was awesome again. Yeah, well, I'm in awe of this artistic freedom they take here. Okay, well, that's it for this time. Next time, finale. And a lot of hoping. I really hope that we have like a good ending. It would be nice to have. It might be a bittersweet ending. I mean, in the end, the good ending will possibly still be the death of Homura. There's no question. She is in the moment where it ends, and it has to end for everyone. So I kind of hope that we have a solution that her soul is rescued. She's not staying a witch. And, well, question is, in the end, possibly, it seems as though you really have to kill every one of Cubase's race, because they are always coming back and trying it again. So what do you do about this? Question. Well, that's it. I hope you liked. As always, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe. And if you want to visit my Facebook page, because I, not always, but I try, write down when the next episode is ready. So you have like a reminder if you want to. That's it. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.